the region. Right, well, let's get more on this. I'm joined now here in the studio by BBC Arabic's Shehata. And can you just talk us through the targets that have been hit in Iraq and Syria?
According to the US sources, they targeted command and control centers, the intelligence centers, missiles, drones, and supply facilities. They also targeted launch sites in western Iraq, in Al-Qaim and other areas, and also in Syria, near the border with Iraq. So all of that in order to weaken the ability of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards, and especially the Quds Force, which is the international arm of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards used by Iran in order to achieve its purpose in the region. But Iranian sources and Syrian sources said these sites were emptied before the strike, so there was
they were warned that these strikes were going to happen, weren't they?
Yeah, and this is the reason, like some critics said, why American announced that, because it missed an opportunity to get rid of like some personnel who contributed, according to the American, to the attack on the American, which killed 3 people and injured others in the American base, Tower 22 in Jordan. So these attacks, the goal of it, not to escalate war with Iran, according to John Kirby and President Biden, but the reaction of these groups and Iran and other regions in the area, I think it might escalate, not escalate, according to the Americans. So it might have the opposite effect.
Yeah, because Iran has said that it will respond strongly, hasn't it? What could that entail?
It already, according to sources, to these groups, one of them, the main one, the Islamic Resistance in Iraq, which is an umbrella for different militia groups supported and sponsored by Iran. They launched 2 strikes by drones and missiles on 2 bases. In Syria, at Tanaf and the Green Village bases, and also they launched another strike on Al-Assad base in Iraq. So they already said they already started to retaliate, and even before the American strike, Iran and these forces said you're going to carry on strikes against the American enters the bases, because they launched already more than 170 attacks on American bases in Iraq and Syria in order to, according to these groups, to stop the war in Gaza, the Israeli withdrawal from Gaza as a condition to stop that. So Americans saying they want to weaken these groups to avoid like another strikes against the American bases.
They want to stop the attacks.
Yeah, but the reason for these groups is to stop the war in Gaza. So President Biden tried to differentiate between what's happening in Gaza and these attacks, but these groups and Iran confirmed and repeated that the main reason for these attacks, because these attacks started since October, after the war in Gaza. So the link between two of them. American cannot see that. They say that it is attacks on the American. We need to stop them to weaken the Al-Quds Force, to weaken the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. But these groups, they said their goal is different, to stop the war in Gaza and the withdrawal of Israeli forces. So there is 2 different positions, but it seems the escalation in the region will be huge, because the Iraqi military spokesperson said it's a violation for Iraq what happened. It will lead the region to instability. Iran also said that. So it looks like it's more escalation than de-escalation, and it will have the opposite effect.
Okay, thank you very much, Shehata there.